Yes, Vincent.
I want to.
Good evening. As you can tell, we're already live because you probably heard all that at the start. How's everybody doing? It's another wonderful Friday evening. It's beautiful.
It's a bit warm.
It's a beautiful down here in Devon. It's raining, which is fucking lovely because I hate the heat. And, how's everybody doing? Is everybody doing well?
Yeah. Living the dream, as always. It's, yeah. I've had a week off and it's been interesting.
You gotta love weeks off. Gotta love weeks off.
What's one of those?
It's been a while since I've had one, but it's been really nice to chill.
I'm also on holiday, so yay.
My only issue was the night of the football match, the England match. My son once again blocked my toilet, so I had my arm up the toilet again. Cheers, Oliver.
Just buy a plunger.
Oh, I've got a plunger and I've got my own rods, Chris, and I still couldn't get through whatever he'd put down there.
You want one of those gas pad ones you put in it, like,
Yeah.
like there goes
Just
my
get a
phone.
cheetah. Just get a cheetah.
The hell's a cheetah?
It's a massive gas can that they use to inflate tyres really quickly if they're having trouble getting them on the bead.
Right. Okay, cheers for that, Chris. Good evening, chat. I hope you're all well in there. Oh, Chris, you come out with some.
I want to apologise for calling Chris an effing a-hole before we went live. We were live. I unmuted the mics. I said, everyone be quiet. Unmuted the mics. He goes, yes, Vincent. Like, when I say be quiet, it means be quiet from that point. Not.
But you didn't give us warning. You said everyone be quiet, and we're just like, when?
That means
Who
now.
counted us in?
That means now.
Amateurs. Just amateurs.
3, 2, 1. Shut up.
Since when have we been a professional
I was
operation?
gonna say we ain't about
Right
to
now,
play.
I was about to say.
We ain't about to play a fucking song. We don't need a count in. Or do you want me to get some drumsticks? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. A little
Where'd you go?
quick Baby. LXV, take one.
Okay.
Jesus, how many takes is that going to take?
We just keep making him
You're
do it.
the kind of people that's like, is it on 4 or after 4? I don't know.
Arguments for the argument's sake. That's what that is. And let's be honest, fellas, that is a woman's prerogative.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
But then at times you've got to argue back with them just for the fun of it.
Yeah, I like doing that, Chris, but you've got to know where to draw the line, haven't you, before you get physically harmed.
Yes,
be honest.
Luckily, mine's a midget, so I'll just keep them at arm's length.
Completely depends on how much of a mood the wife's in.
Yeah. You have to be able to judge that quite well. But yes, here we are. We are back and got all the usual things throughout the cool wall, chats, questions, and something that I told the guys was news. It's not really news. It's just me going to have a little
Bitch.
not rant. It's just a little bit of information.
Well, it better.
moment.
I was going to say it better be news, Vinny, because I've loaded up the news bumper and I've made a whole news fucking segment.
Don't screw with him.
Just
Right,
for
it's news,
you.
it's news, Josh. We'll class it as news.
It's informative information, which is
Yeah,
news.
If it was a rant, I could have put it in the already loaded up rant section.
It's not a rant because I'm not angry because I'm not letting people get me angry anymore.
Nah, fair
Not
enough.
I'm just going to ask though, which one out of me and Josh is actually the woman? Because he seems to be acting like the woman.
Well played.
As he was taking the drink as well.
Well played. Well played.
Right then, Lloyd, what are you vaping on?
Tonight I am on my drop 1.5 with the K Vapors with my last. It's probably isn't even worth fucking mentioning. The melon gum. There's basically nothing left in the bowl. I've just noticed. And then I've got the Atom with the RAF RDA. And that I have.
Are you still enjoying the RAF, Lloyd? Sorry for interrupting you mid-flow.
Is it the RAF or the Wraith?
RAF without the W.
You think Rafe would have an eye in it?
Wraith does have an eye in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is a RAF. It's
Yeah, RAF.
R-A-T-H.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's just clarify.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think there was a Wraith coming out as well, isn't there?
Oh, is there?
Completely different company. I saw it the other day.
Sorry, Lloyd. Carry on, my friend.
That's why I asked. I wanted to know which one you had. That was all.
It's a really good idea, mate. Really flavourful. I think it's 20.
You're telling the viewers that Vandy Vape have made a good RDA?
Absolutely.
They did. It was called the Bonza.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, now they've made a second one. If you're in the market for a cheap, good RDA, that's the one to go for.
I would say it's a difficult second album, but they've had about 1 million since then.
In that, I have the strawberry Nola. Next up, I have the Craven Glaze from Lick Addiction that everybody's on a hype train on. I did have that in the fudge, but that's now boxed back up and going in the bin, and it's now in Mother's.
Can you just clarify what you just said there, Lloyd, for the viewers? What was that about the purge?
It's gone in the bin.
It's in the bin, folks.
I bought it pre-loved for 180. Had it sitting. Was going to vape it tonight. Put a build on it, and then immediately hated it. So it's super fucking heavy. It's 16 ounces with the battery and the RDA on it. I had to go through to the kitchen, put it on the fucking kitchen scales to weigh it, to see how heavy it actually was. The firing pin is super fucking stiff. Like, you need to be a fucking bricky to be able to work it. I work in an office.
Soft, weak hands like you.
Ladies and
Exactly.
gentlemen, I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you don't have a good Chinese manufacturer.
Supposedly.
And it's also got a voltage drop. I
With
also,
that firing in mechanism, that was going to be inevitable, Lloyd.
I think it's 0.8 voltage drop.
Ooh, fucking dog!
Yeah, I've not got a meter to check it, but I watched a video on it a couple of days ago, and somebody said it was 0.8 voltage drop.
That's in a line with a squonk.
I would rather have a Bonza, rather have a Bonza, rather have a Bonza in my hand.
I seen a Bonza on the pre-love market for I think it was either 25 or 50 quid.
That's fucking
Was
mug
tempted.
right off.
I'd rather buy the bloody iJoy Capo again.
Or buy a cavalry.
Tracy's on the mute.
Sorry, Lloyd. What else are you on?
That's me.
That's you done. Okie dokie. Who should we go to now? Who wants to go next?
You can if you want.
I can. Okay. I'm on something a bit different for me, anyway. The Vape 5 thingy. What's it called, Amy? TGO?
I think she's froze again. Oh,
No,
no.
she's gone deaf.
I froze for 2 seconds. I was like, just sit still.
Yeah,
No,
Vape 5 TGO. And I'm on...
Tigo.
What?
Call it Tigo.
Tigo? It's TGO.
Tigo.
And I'm on some Firehouse Vape Green Watch in there. Salts, 10 milligrams, which I've been quite enjoying through that. And I'm on an Oxford Velocity as well. And on that, I've got some Cyber Rabbit Xenon, which is rather nice. And I've got various Freeton vape disposables that I'll be puffing along through the show. And my beer of choice tonight is... Thank you very much.
Beer Moretti.
Yeah, I was going to have beers tonight, but I went for a nap after the first one, and then realised I couldn't be arsed going to the shop when I woke up.
You had a banana nap.
Oh,
I love a banana nap.
Getting old.
I've forgotten what they're like. Come on then, Christopher.
okay, Vincent.
I want to have a guess.
You already know what I'm using. You've seen me vaping on them in the pre-show.
You have a pre-show?
Yeah, it's the thing that
This is
you
when
turn
you
up
go
late
right.
to, talk to your missus, deafen us lot, and not realise that we're all taking the mick out of you.
Yeah, to be
For about
honest,
10 minutes.
To be honest with you, Vinny, we've all been chatting since 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I was watching a program about Kefalonia, so I couldn't come out yet. If anyone's got 60 grand they want to lend me or give me, I'd be quite appreciative.
I can lend it to you with a 24.9% APR interest.
That's fine. I'll never be back again.
I'll
fuck
be
it.
on know where you are, though.
What you need to know, Vinny, is I have a very, very particular set of skills.
Is that converting alcohol into urine?
Chris made it funny.
I did. And it wasn't funny.
Funny.
The best thing about my body is it doesn't convert alcohol to urine. It just never comes out again.
Absorbs it.
Anyway, so
Ah, it's like a blood transfusion.
Come on then, Chris. You got to open your just because it's the same shit.
Yeah. OP. Yeah, OP, you know. Hog. And in that, I've got some pepperoni custard crack, as always.
I could have told you that. Hog Valhalla.
Although I imagine
pepperoni
that with
custard
that
crack.
power is quite nice.
It is very, very nice.
Yeah.
It's very, very tasty. Then in the other, I've got my overpowered out, just because I fancied the change. And on that, I've got some Right Squad raspberry grenade.
Very good paperweight you've got there, Chris. Thank you very much.
Only
Josh,
because
we're
yours
gonna-
is shit and mine isn't.
The shit, full stop. Josh, you can go next. We're going to save ladies for last tonight.
Yeah, why not?
So why haven't you gone last?
Because
Oh,
I have a
my
penis.
I'm on Wicket 1 and Wicket 2. Bill and Ben, the vapey men, as I now call them. One's got a dwarf on top. One's got a tripod on top. They have in them. One has in it Fresh Vape Co. Sunset Boulevard, and the other has in it Bogan Brews Coron Cola.
I still can't find.
I've got my trusty Black Siege Apocalypse 25.
Josh is on the back.
That has in it still the same from last week. 'Cause I didn't really vape it again after the show, so I re-wicked it tonight. Let this steep for a week. This is still that Zeus Bolt strawberry shortcake. It's really good.
Again, a lot of love, that juice. A lot of love.
It's very good. And I decided not to sell this. I was going to sell this. I was going to sell my Limelight freehand. Yeah, you know, what's it called? Stabilized piss. Mod.
Yeah.
But I decided to put the Wasp Nano on. That was kindly
Suits it so well.
donated by Kev. Thank you, Kev. Down to me to try. Very impressive, to be honest with you. Considering on this before I had £150 RDA, and this is what like 12 quid tops.
Yeah.
There's not a huge difference, and actually the machining on it, the quality on it's really good. As I said to the guys before, we were talking about this the other week, and does it need a drip tip on? So I've got one that's pretty perfect to go on if I push it down. I just feel
Yeah,
a
but
bit
now
bad.
it's like a nipple.
I just feel a bit bad because this drip tip's worth more than the RDA. You know,
It looks wrong with a drip tip.
yeah, it does. Look, it just looks odd, doesn't it?
No!
Because
you
you're
put it-
putting a drip tip on a drip tip.
Yeah, so it looks like a nipple.
But
But... Don't break it.
like,
Mine don't look like that. No, not piss yellow anyway.
vaping really well. That's got in it again the other Zeus, the Bolt white chocolate mocha, which again is really nice. I did have my Lost Vape Centurus and my Fatality, but for some reason, every time I put a second tank full in it, it decides to piss everywhere. Don't know why. I think there must be a little gap in it somewhere.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's that
Vicky.
it's that shoddy quality. And then I'm joking. I love their products. And then I've still got my cocoa that I got last week. Same coil, same juice. I've literally used this day in, day out. Pretty much used it for 2 days straight. Nothing else. Same coil. Still tastes as good as it did the first time I put juice in it.
Just before we jump to Haley, I just want to send some love to Gav Lowe in the chat there. Everyone who watches the show knows Gav.
We love Gav.
What he's done for us and things. He had a bit of an accident and got quite badly injured at work, and just wanted to send him some love. Let him know we get well soon, buddy.
Just so you know, Gav, just so you know, where there's blame, there's a claim.
Yeah, it's
Nice. It was a joke, but you know.
I said a similar thing to him. But yeah.
How
Okay,
close is
Haley.
that next auction?
Gav, I hope you get better soon. Take it easy.
Yeah, we'll let Gav get back to work first, Chris.
Yeah, true.
And let Lloyd have the night off as well.
Yeah.
Go on then, Hales.
Right, I'm on my Tigo from Vape Life, my Bumblebee.
See, I think the red looks nicer.
I'll prefer the yellow.
Yellow. Bumblebee all the way. Can't beat good old Bumblebee.
You got
The
fucking
thumb imprint thing's a bit annoying, isn't it?
Hey?
The
No?
thumb imprint is a bit annoying.
No?
It is.
Have your vote, people. Ketchup or mustard? Which do you prefer?
See, I like
I'm
both
sorry,
on a
but if
burger.
this turned into Bumblebee, I'd be so ecstatic. A very happy little geek.
No, it doesn't come in purple.
No.
I'll
The
vape blue.
blue's really nice as well. So yeah, I'm on my Tigo with Punk's Salt from Right Squad, and that's the blackcurrant and watermelon. Then I'm on my Wismec R80.
A what?
Wismec R80.
That looks like a perfume bottle.
It does.
It is not a perfume bottle.
It even has a lid,
It has a
like a perfume bottle.
It looks exactly what you would call like an
It's perfect for my handbag, because then when I vape at night, I'm not sucking God knows what was in my handbag up.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like what you would actually call an atomizer before vaping existed.
Yeah.
I like it, it's cute. And I've got Boss Juice Cookie Marshmallow in there. That's actually quite nice.
That sounds nice.
I'm not a dessert lover, but that one's actually really nice. Then I got the Siegfried kit.
The thing that wants to be a mech, but it's not a mech.
I don't care, I like it. Doesn't bother me. It's pretty. It's got a nice pretty dragon crawling up it. I don't care.
See, you said you didn't like big things. That's quite big.
No, it's not. It fits in my hand. It's easy to
It
spot.
overlaps your hand.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed a treat once in a while.
What, of a big thing?
Something slightly bigger. No, it's experience.
Oh, shit.
I
You're
love
not doing double entendres here. I'm talking about vapes.
the fact that your partner's in the chat under the name Rate My Sausage speaks fucking volumes, Haley. So we'll rate it for you. We'll rate it for you, Simon. That's no problem.
I thought you asked us to keep that one quiet.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I've told everybody now. Don't give a fuck.
Right.
But yeah, I'm on a Cocktail Man Margarita. And that's really nice.
I just find cocktail drinks, vape juice wise, fucking horrible.
No, that one's
It's-
really nice.
Acid in a bottle.
Well,
Nope.
even the ones from fucking what are they called? Hold on.
Super good.
That's the fucker.
Never tried them. Never tried them.
So how can you judge if you've never tried them?
I'm just judging off the ones I've had previously, which is quite a lot.
Ah, we've not had them all.
Nobody knows.
I'm not that greedy, Haley.
How about being greedy? You're meant to be a reviewer.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say,
Meant to be.
just like to say good evening to everybody in the chat again, old and new. If you're new to the stream, you're new to the show, hang around.
See, Casey agrees. Definitely need something with a lid in your handbag. Yes. The amount of random crap I've sucked in on the night shift because I've been desperate for a vape. Because it got stuck in the drip tank. No.
Seriously, just you're making this whole deeper house.
She sucked something dodgy into her mouth.
On
That
a
was
break.
stuck in the
it
tip.
worked.
No. It makes me choke.
She choked on something that was stuck in the tip.
Fucking hellfire. Oh dear. We are going to talk about vaping, folks. It's not going to be innuendos all night long.
Like I said, I just want to say hello to everybody in the chat again.
Hello, chat.
Hello, everybody in the chat.
Old and
Yeah,
new.
hello.
Old and new.
Careful saying he's on the Clutch X18 with an RD for vaping with a mix of rice pudding and cracked custard.
I say hello to the Facebook viewers as well. There's a few in the chat popping up on the stream. They're actually on Facebook. It's nice to see. Makes a change.
That's why we're saying hello, Vinny.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we've now got it's I Savage.
Yeah, that's John.
Cool. Anyway, I think we're gonna move swiftly on to the news segment. Vinny Vincent. Fucking hell.
Bitch.
I ain't got it in tonight. Shut up.
So we're gonna move on.
But you
to
still
the
get
segment.
into one.
Guys, I'm gonna. Sorry about the old LXV bumper on the logo. I didn't make a new news bumper, so I used the old one. So let's do that. And we're back with the news. So
I do like that bumper though, Josh.
oh well, thank you.
Yeah, that was a good bumper.
The news one was a good one.
It wasn't a usual. You know me. I try and add length to everything. I'm just trying to pad it out. If I can get like 4 30-second bumpers in there, that's like 2 minutes added to the show. Like that's fine.
Nonsense.
So, Vinny, just give. Obviously, you sent me some stuff to put up, so I've got them in the order you sent them to me in.
Yeah.
So just tell me when you want them up, and I'll put
Just
them up.
pop them up periodically, Josh. Basically, I want to talk about youth vaping or the youth vaping. It's a very, very broad thing, and people seem to be under a misconception that pods, mainly disposable pods, are the main cause of youth vaping. In this country and abroad, etc., and things like that. I like where you put that, Josh. I love that.
Unfortunately, out of everything I've been sent tonight, that was the only one that fit in that gap. So the others will cover us, but that just got stuck.
Bugger. But yeah, basically, there's lots of people. I'm not naming names because I can't be asked and I'm not giving them airtime. Are saying that disposable pods are going to increase youth vaping, and that's what happened in America. Absolute, bullshit. It's not.
Placed properly, wasn't it?
The biggest influence on a youth picking up any vape device is if their parents are smokers or vapors, or in fact, if they are smokers. The biggest correlation in the rise of youth vaping in America and Canada also saw a massive matched decrease in youth smokers. Common sense, you'd think. Obviously not to some people. Now, Josh is periodically putting up things. These are from clinical research published papers that have been peer-reviewed several times over, which means they are factually correct and are not falsified in any way and are classed as good clinical examples of research.
Can I just butt in 1 second? I was going to say, can we put these up in the group afterwards, because they're a bit difficult to read on here. So
yeah, because I'm not putting them on my page. I can go in the LXV lounge.
They'll go in the LXV lounge. They'll go in there, guys. If you want to see them properly, just go into the LXV lounge, and they'll be in there as well. We'll put them on. I promise.
Yeah, the second biggest influence after that for youth vaping in all the research I've looked through today, very quickly, I will admit, but I still covered 500 papers by scanning word search, was advertising, which in the UK is not allowed on TV. Yes, we have billboards and things like that, but obviously in America, before things changed, they could advertise every fucking where. That is the next biggest influence on increasing youth vaping. Not pods, not flavors, not nothing like that. Which I'm trying to keep calm. I want to make this information clear and precise, but I really want to get fucking angry, but I'm not
Don't
going to.
get angry.
And then people are complaining about the environmental factors and things like that with disposable pods. Do you really think that's less of an impact than chucking away mods when they're broken? And the batteries and the way mods are made and what they're made of? No.
And I would like to say, how many of these people we know that moan about that will quite happily take their 100ml bottle when they're finished with it and chuck it in the black bin?
Yeah, exactly. And the little 10ml bottles, I mean, salts, things like that, and the little 10ml sample bottles you get sent out and things, your nicotine bottles, everything else. Yeah, they all damage the environment too as well, folks. Are you recycling them?
The one we've got
Kinda.
this side, I'm just going to leave that up while we have the segment. The other two I'm not going to put back up. If you want to see them, they'll be in the group.
Yeah, that bit
they-
that's still up there clearly states that the biggest effect on youth taking up vaping is whether or not they were smokers. And like I said at the start of this section, that correlates perfectly well with the decrease in smokers that we use, and the increase in vapors correlates exactly.
Yeah.
In virtually 15 countries that this paper was published in and research taken part in. That is the biggest thing. Yes, they shouldn't be vaping. But let me ask you, if your kids came to you and were smoking, what would you do?
I'd kick their ass.
Well, apart from kicking their ass, Chris, how would you help them?
I'd put, obviously, vape if they're going to do it, you'd rather them vape than smoke.
Yeah.
Due to the health issues with
Yeah.
smoking.
To be fair, my kids are already aware of cigarettes and vaping because obviously I vape. So I don't want them to vape, so I make them aware.
Yeah.
So they actually know the information. So all this thing about, such and such is affecting kids smoking, it's encouragement. No. Look at your own door. Look at the parent. If they can't be asked to educate their child, then it's their fault.
Exactly.
And the other thing you got to look at is, where are they getting them from? How are they getting hold of them? If these are kids, say 11, 12, 13 years old, no proper vape establishment is going to sell them kids anything in their shop.
But
No.
you can buy shit like that. I hate to say this. You can buy shit off Amazon.
But
Fair
you
enough,
need
not-
proof now of age.
Well,
When they deliver that, they will ask to see
yeah,
proof of age.
they will do. They say that. I've had 4 or 5 proof of age deliveries from Amazon in the last weeks because it's alcohol. Fair enough. Right? I might not, I say in the past weeks, in the past few months, and not once, and I've not even answered the door every time, and actually on a couple of occasions it's gone to work, and they don't know, like, you can be 16 to work in my shop, right?
Yeah.
And there's a couple of guys there that do look younger, and it's been handed to them, and not once has anybody asked.
That's a bit worrying, really.
I've never been asked for ID
Not
on
once.
anything that's like ID needed.
I mean,
Post office wise won't do, Chris. Royal Mail won't
No,
do.
same with Amazon. I order off Amazon for stuff, and it's
I mean, I got ID'd in Waitrose the other day for some bits. That was fucking amazing.
I bet he was buzzing.
I got ID'd on the co-op today and I was like, really?
I got ID for super glue about 6 months ago, and I was overjoyed.
I know.
that just makes me sad because
I
I've not
take it,
been.
and I know nowadays, when you're in a shop, you're wearing a mask. It's going to be harder to tell. But
Really?
hey, trust me, man. Trust me. I remember when I was younger, we went to our local garage to buy some cigarettes, and our mate CJ went down. He was 18, so you could have to be 16 at that point. And she ID'd him. The idea was like, "No, I've got tattoos." And you go, "What are you, the tattooed lady?" that nickname just stuck with him forever.
I bet it did.
We still
I'll bring
call
up the
him
next one,
tattooed.
Josh.
The next what?
Have you put all 3 articles up now?
Yeah.
I've put all 3 up. Yeah.
All right, okay.
And
Like I
I've
say,
got-
we'll put
but-
them in the group.
But I've just left that one down the bottom because it's not blocking any views. So all 3 have been up. They've been up for a good amount of time. They'll be
And
up on the
that
group
makes
as well.
perfectly good sense there. These, like I said, these are all from clinical research papers, big, large-scale things. It's not pods, people. Pods, disposable pods, whatever you want to call them, are not the enemy of vaping. At all. It's people gobbling off moaning about it. It's,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Like Craig
Like
said.
uninformed
like I said-
people that believe
Yeah.
a drama llama and don't do their research. There's a thing called Google, people. Use it.
And what my point was, getting back to anyway, like, you can go to Amazon and you can just go to a website and buy stuff. Kids are clever enough to fucking hack their parents for fucking PS fucking points, whatever they are.
Let's be honest here. How many of us
vape if they want to?
How many of us were underage smokers? I know I was. Yeah.
And here's another thing as well. They don't all use pods. My daughter is in high school. When I used to give her a lift home, especially during the winter, you will see not that many, admittedly, about 5 or 6 of them vaping on standard regular mods.
Yeah. Thanks,
regulated mods. I've seen some with Asmodeus's. The first one I ever saw was a kid with an RX200 and a smock tank.
Right.
Yeah, I went down the park with my youngest the other day, and someone was sat there with a smock with a TFE 16 on it, chugging away, and I was just like, Jesus.
I'm going to be honest. So my nephew and my godson, I won't name names. He actually started vaping when he was about 16, and his mum was fine with it, and she asked me if I could just make sure he was safe with it, so I did. You know, and I was like, well, if she's cool with it, who am I to say otherwise? And I would rather him be safe with it than me knowing what I'm doing, and actually going, well, actually, let's sort you out this. And I would basically put all his bills in for him, wick everything for him, and I did that for a while. And I was quite happy to do that because she was happy with it.
Yeah, I'm enough of a realist to say if my oldest turned up and I found a pack of fags in his pocket, they would be destroyed and he'd have a vape in his hand. He's 13. He won't do because he knows otherwise because he's been educated.
I mean, smoking amongst the teenagers isn't cool anymore.
No.
To be honest, at our age, when obviously we started smoking and most of us were underage, can you say there was anything attractive about a cigarette?
No, you did it.
No.
Because
It wasn't that appealing, but we still did it.
you did it because of peer pressure. And because
Peer pressure,
and there was
completely.
people out there that thought, "Fuck me, they smoke there. They must be." Do you know what I mean? It was kind of that whole vibe, but it's not the same anymore.
No.
It's not the same
But
anymore.
Times have definitely changed.
Parents need to be aware of what their children are going through.
Yeah.
Trust
I
that
think-
aspect.
I think, to be honest, the youth use of Monster and high caffeinated drinks is more of an issue than vaping.
Yeah, well,
In my eyes.
Well, considering you get ID'd now for a kind of monster, yeah.
Yeah, you have to be 18 to
You have
buy.
to be
Monster.
Still see them with it though, don't you?
Yeah, but you
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
But you can't buy any drinks unless you're 18, which I think is a great thing.
Yeah, I do.
100%. You know, I think that's great on the fact like Uber Eats, you can't fucking get McDonald's delivered to a fucking school and shit like that because they get around that.
Mm.
You didn't know.
Yeah,
that,
they're
did you?
changing all that advertising again now, aren't they? They're tightening it even more now, which is a great thing.
They are
Obesity is a massive issue. I can vouch for that myself.
Right, this is off the subject. Did anybody see this thing that it came up on my news feed the other week, and about this new thing they're trying to put into place to stop people eating? And basically, it's basically a magnet that goes on one tooth and a magnet that goes on the other tooth.
Oh, yeah, basically wiring your jaw shut.
And
What
basically,
the hell?
after a amount of time, and you can't open your mouth properly. You can't open your mouth wide enough to eat.
Oh.
I just liquidize everything and suck it through a
Yeah,
straw.
so would I.
Yeah.
I've done it.
And knowing me,
Myself, I get
knowing
it
how
somehow.
fast, knowing how fast Josh can eat a freshly cooked pizza, I don't think it would stop him eating that large amount of food anyway.
Josh is the thing of legends with that pizza.
I've done it. Trust me, I've done it before. So, does anyone remember? It's probably about 10, 12 years ago when like milkshake shops became all the fucking rage.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there was one in Exeter, and we became really friendly with them. And they were like, "You bring me anything, and we'll blend it into a milkshake." So we challenged them on this. Like we challenged them on this. So we used to take random things in and get them to blend it into a milkshake. So, and they'd do it, and saying you'd liquidize it, and then you realise how bad that is. So we did a steak bake from Greg's, the steak bake shake. That was fucking vile. We did a Big Mac.
Vickers love that.
We did a Big Mac. No, I mean, like, fucking just don't do it. That's Italy tuna. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Belgium are going out. They're my fucking sweepstake team, motherfuckers.
Oh
Was.
no! Yeah.
It's all right. I've still got Spain. It's all right. Anyway, off that. But anyway, just letting you know that weird shit. Yeah, Vinny, great little news segment.
Yeah, leave that up, Josh. Like I say, I'll put.
Well,
the
I
articles-
can't leave it up when I move the screens, but
Oh, right,
but
okay.
it will stay
Take
up
it
on the
down.
screen and it'll be up. It's been up for quite a while, so we'll make sure they're in the group. We'll make sure they're in the
And if anyone wants to actually look at any of the research, it's out there. It's easily found. First of all, you need to go onto Google Scholar, and then you can find clinical research papers. Yes, some of mine are off a specialist site, which you need to pay for, which I still got access from my university for. Thank you very much.
Just so you know,
Vinny's just
Nick,
been disconnected.
it is true. No major supermarket or shop will sell you an energy drink unless if you're under 18.
Yeah, it's the corner
Obviously,
shops that don't.
you're slightly dodgier local convenience store,
Yeah,
shall we
and
say.
they
You're
don't
probably
give
a
a
lot
fuck.
more likely to get one from.
Yeah, they've probably gone in there, bought their Monster, bought their fake Backy.
And you know what?
Whatever
Mine sells
count there.
geek bars, so they'll probably get one of them, I know.
Yeah, but no, like you can't go into Tesco's, fucking Asda, any of those major supermarkets or any decent convenience store that's got a name. You can't buy them in the shop. If
Let's
fact,
be honest, coffee's loads better.
the Tesco next to my work, they've got a separate fridge now by the counter with all the energy drinks in.
Wow.
They don't have them in the main drink section. They're in a separate fridge by the counter, so they can
That's
see
good.
who's picking them up. Yes,
That's good.
great.
It is.
Anyway, I think we should move on. Should we go to anyone got? Well, I know that was a kind of a rant, wasn't it? We haven't got any rants. have we?
No, I stayed calm. It was an information
Yeah,
news
well,
segment.
informative.
And I'll try do a few more of them
Yeah.
every so often as well, because like I say, I've got access to all this research. And I'll start using it again because I've switched off completely a lot of the time, if I'm honest, but something got my goat up today.
Well, Nick, if you've seen it in Tesco, report it because they're breaking the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the bin, Tesco.
Yeah.
Other supermarkets are available, folks.
And if you haven't reported it, then fuck you.
Then go suck on a pod.
I'm joking, Nick. I love you. But no, you
I
should.
know my daughter's best friend.
you had-
She buys hers daily from the corner shop in a school uniform.
Yeah, but
Oh,
what?
They don't give a flying.
What?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're the
they
ones
don't
that used to sell us a fag for 12p, Chris.
What
What do you
corner
expect?
shop is it?
What sort of shop? It's a little
Yeah.
independent one.
Yeah, well, there you go. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they work on tight margins anyway. Anyway, let's go on to a happier subject. Let's move on to the Cold War.
Yay! Lloyd needs beer.
Good look like you need another nap.
You need to navigate.
Get in.
We're supposed to be quiet now.
You didn't count us down.
No,
You didn't count you down. You can see the fucking bumper playing.
no, we can't. It's just started.
You seem to forget there's like a 30-second delay for us.
And you're the only one who can hear the music.
I can't count you down when I'm live. That would just look stupid, wouldn't it?
Because they can't see. Oh, yeah.
Or just do a.
You need a bumper to say that you're about to play the bumper.
Oh, fucking hell. That's another 4 minutes, Phil.
I'm going to say I'm playing the bumpers. So count to 3, guys, and shut up.
There you go.
Works.
Can I ask Paul to make it for us?
Oh,
I'm a little clipboard.
I'm hot. It's so
Can't-
warm.
No, you're
in
not.
I
here.
was going to say, Nick, can't be that much of a ghetto if you've got a Tesco.
Ghetto.
In the ghetto. Just think about it, Carmen. Fucking. Anyway, let's get some cool shit on the go. Before I do that, both my hands taken up as I drip into an
Excuse
RDA
me?
that's on a Mac.
Because you had to, didn't you?
I can't help it.
I know, but you waited for me to like.
Wait there,
I'm
right?
like, no, not
Chris
quite.
never used to be like that until you came along, Haley. So I'm
No,
blaming
I've always
you.
been like this. She just picks up on it.
I'm good influence. You've got 2 weeks without me soon.
Anyway,
You'll be fine.
I got to see all of these products earlier. And When the cool wall came through, I almost went fuck the cool wall segment this evening.
Is it the shit wall this week?
Like literally, I almost went fuck the cool wall segment this evening. There's no point. But that's just my own personal feeling. So let's see how you guys feel.
So I covered there's nothing cool in your opinion.
Do I start? Do we start? Everyone's
Start
got
with
an
the first one I
opinion,
sent you.
each to their own. Everyone's entitled.
Oh Jesus! How bad's this lot gonna be?
We're gonna
I
start.
don't think how many
we
of
are-
my choices did he put in now?
We are gonna start with the best. We're gonna start with what I consider the best. The best of a bad bunch this evening.
Oh,
The first one is the Brunheld mouth to lung RTA.
That was not me. I did not suggest that before anyone
No, it's
said.
one that I found. I was kind of surprised we didn't actually do this one already.
oh no! I had the
You
The
had the
RTA.
brass one, didn't you?
C3PO's penis.
To me,
Yes.
it's all the selections tonight are kind of like fucking.
I'm sorry, which one is it?
The Brunheld mouth to
Mate.
Mouth to
lung.
lung.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, all the selections tonight to me are kind of like watching England at Eurovision.
I thought you said the Euros. Then.
Mille pois.
They're there, but what's the fucking point?
Yeah, I mean, vape fly, do some good stuff. Obviously, I'm using one tonight. Haley has had a fair few of their things.
I'm obsessed.
The quality of them's good, but sometimes, should we say, the form overgoes the functionality. Is that being a fair comment? I think it could be, in my eyes, anyway. I think they overthought this myself with the coiling rods. I know it's German, and it's very German.
And there are companies out there that do it to very good effect. But
Yes.
often you see coiling rods in very high-end RTAs.
Yeah, it
So you're talking
Does
smoky
work
snores and stuff like
quite well. You have to really, really nail the wicking, though. Hint, Haley. Because you have to really get the cotton around the coiling rods so it siphons it up the rods correctly, like the Archimedes screw effect. It does. They're too big. That's my biggest issue with them. They're massive.
Yeah, it looks massive.
I mean, I don't think you need coiling rods in a mouth to lung RTA.
No.
And it's another thing if you're not used to coiling rods for you to fuck up.
Yeah, and it does take a while to get the wicking right. It really does. You have to kind of get the wicking around the top of the coiling rod. It's fun. Haley will enjoy it when she gets hers. Oh yeah, I'm ready to vote on it.
Yeah, me too.
Same here. I was ready to vote on it when I added it to the list.
Well, yeah,
Look,
Chris, because you're
look.
Mr. Coolwall.
Lloyd,
Yeah.
will you just go into your kitchen and chug half a bottle of whiskey, please?
He's never been so quiet.
I was reading it. I've never seen this before, so I was looking at like reviews and stuff.
fair
You know
enough.
what's confusing to me?
Lloyd's
I've hardly heard the word vaporoni all night.
Lloyd's actually doing the sensible fucking panel member thing and reading up about the shit that I'm chugging in front of him.
There is a direct to lung version, Lloyd, as well.
No, like you said, it's massive. Like,
Yeah, it's huge. The actual RTA one, it must be a good 3 inches high.
It,
Yeah.
it depends whether you can. Is it just strictly mouth to lung, or is it like restricted DL? Because if it can
look
do
at
restricted
it-
DL, then it might sway my.
There
vote a
has
little
been
bit.
people that used it and done restricted
Because I use a lot of what are considered like the tripod, for example. People consider it MTL. It's not. It can be whatever you want it to be because there's lots of different pins. But most people use it MTL. I use my restricted DL,
Yeah.
and it's fucking phenomenal. It's one of the best RTAs ever for restricted DL.
The
It's
strange
also-
thing is, Josh, if it wasn't so massive, I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of the looks.
No, it
I
is
don't like the look
fugly.
of one.
The
mean,
finish is amazing. The
I-
quality of the finish is really, really good. It's the best coil rod finish I've seen.
Has anybody got a price point on this?
Yeah, they're not
About
cheap.
28 quid.
28.99.
How
29 quid.
much? 20
Yeah.
quid. Right.
It's weird.
So you say it's the best coiling rod finish you've ever seen. I mean, look at a Typhoon GX,
Yes, I have.
and you're
And
saying
it,
that
it seems the coiling rods, they seem to be wound tighter. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, actually, because that could be half the issue with dry hits. But they just seem really well made.
And
Yeah,
also,
Whereas the Typhoon one was quite loose. Although that wicked better.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to take a company that have been
Yeah. That
making,
did wick loads better. I'm
making
not
shit
lying.
for a very long time.
the airflow on these ones are screw sets as well, which just seems like a bigger pain in the arse than it has to be.
Yeah. To be honest, I'd go to normal RTA and just close the airflow down.
I'm going to put the picture up one more time very quickly. And done. Anyway, let's do a quick 5 vote. I'm going to go me, Uncle. Chris.
Shit bucket.
Vinny.
I'm gonna put it as cool.
Cool.
Hales.
Cool. You can't wait to see it on the SBS.
Lloyd.
I'm uncool.
Uncle.
Take us uncool.
Well, that was too cool.
You too.
Too cool, too uncool, and a shit bucket.
It goes to the chat then.
Goes to the
Well, I'll
chat.
change mine then to uncool.
No, and the very
No, you can't do that.
annoyingly, the very first vote in the chat for it
No, second. We had one last week.
was in the bin from Craig.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 2-2-2. We need one more vote, people.
Lloyd's
Go on,
got to
guys.
chew his whiskey.
Yes, Kev, you get it. GT4 restricted DL, stunning. I get my GT4 back tomorrow. I left it at my friend's house about 6 weeks ago, and I'm going back there tomorrow to pick it up. And I've missed it so much. I missed it so much. I almost thought about buying another one.
Oh,
But buying another £150 RTA just because you haven't got yours in your house is a
I know,
bit
it doesn't
excessive.
go down well.
No. Not when I just bought the fucking guitar and a new interface and a shitload of plugins. It doesn't. No. Nick went uncool, so it goes uncool. I'm glad you're getting on with that now, Kev. I'm glad you're getting on with it. Fondle my faggot. Jesus Christ.
Who's that?
That'll be Simon.
Who the fuck do you think
no,
it is?
it's sausage.
No, he changed it because I told everyone who sausage was.
It's not that smart.
Anyway, we'll move on to number 2. So this is the fucking hell, I hate this mod so much. I hate this mod so much.
Is it the one that I think it is?
It's the Acron Fush.
Yeah.
I fucking despise this mod.
Snap.
But it blushes. It's so pretty.
I don't give a
not.
shit. It's like a light up dildo.
It's awesome.
And I
I'm a
can
female.
and
That
I can-
appeals
And it's a
to me.
semi-mech.
I completely get this because it splits opinion.
What's
'Cause
wrong with Sammy?
the Fush is the wrong name for it. For people that like it, it should be called the Gush.
I've got one.
And the people
Lloyd,
that
chug, chug.
and the people that don't like it, it should be called the Blush because it's shit. Right. So
No,
No,
the
I ju-
flush,
I-
because that's you should push it down the
I
bog.
just that's a better name. Thank you, Chris. For me, it's the epitome of everything that is wrong with vaping.
You just took out my mouth, my words, Josh.
Yep.
Because it's
First time I saw it at the expo, I asked them, "What the fuck is that?"
I tell you how bad it is. At the expo they launched, they offered me once a review and I said no, thank you.
I know what I'm going to say.
I mean,
With it.
I think you know what I'm going to say, but
Yeah, Lloyd,
just-
let the alcohol sink in a bit first
I
before
just
you
hate
think.
everything about it. I hate everything about it. I hate it was mostly the fact that it fucking lights up.
Yes.
Yes, that is one of the biggest
And
factors.
actually, and
It's
do you know
like-
what? I like lights. You know, you can see I've got some lights behind me. My fucking computer down here, it's RGB strobing away. I've got fucking. Do you know what I mean? I like fancy glowy shit. You know, I've even got glow in the dark. I've got glow in the dark fret markers on my fucking guitar. But
the light up mod. No,
no,
No, it doesn't belong.
totally agree.
So
I'm so tempted to use it next week now.
use it. And if you
sort
like
of-
it, Haley, that's fine. Again, this is
So it forces the argument towards vaping trying to appeal to kids. Oh, look at this! It lights up. You can do it.
Yeah.
You can use that.
I
Cool.
don't think a kid would be seen dead with one of them either.
Yes, Kev. Yes, Kev.
Right, let's have a quick fire vote because let's not slag it off. It is a vape at the end of the day, and will have got kept people off smoking. So, Josh,
Fucking in the bin. In the bin.
Chris,
In the bin.
Haley, the only one who's not going to put it in the bin.
The flashing can be annoying, to be honest. But it was the first semi met, and it's led to other devices like this, where there's obviously a chip, but not a screen. So
They were
Cool.
around. They were around before.
Yeah, there was. Lloyd,
In the bin, an argument for room 101.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm so using both of mine next week.
And yes, I
It's gonna
will
look like a
go
little stick.
in the bin. And Lloyd's already put it forward to a 101 segment later, so I don't need to say that. Thank you, Lloyd.
Craig,
Oh,
unfortunately, to answer your question, I've never seen a GT4 in black. I think they only come in stainless.
Yeah.
But if you
I
can
think-
get, if you find a black GT4 and it's genuine, let me know.
Because Josh will go
It's-
buy it before you get it.
It's that bad I literally put in the bin in capitals to make double sure we know.
You put this on the freaking call wall.
Just before we got to the next one, Craig went and asked if any of us have seen or heard of the new QP Mech and new
Seen it.
RDA. Is it
It
nice?
looks beautiful.
Any no idea on what the name is?
QP are releasing a mech.
Yes, they've released a mech. Oh, no, I can't remember what the name is. I've seen it today as well. QP's page, I've got pictures of it on Facebook. They've been sharing it all over the place today. It looks stunning. It's called the Torch.
Oh, I've seen that.
It's called the Torch.
It better not fucking light up.
No, they're saying that it's a torch, Josh.
Well, yeah.
Oh, like a flashlight.
For, well, for
yeah,
anybody, for anybody that doesn't know,
uh,
obviously, the reason they're called mods is because originally they were modified from things
Alright.
like torches.
Oh, it's a side fire.
Yes, it looks very nice.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't think Josh is going to like it because he was sort of hating on the mechanism for this. and
Let
it
me,
was
fucking,
similar.
let me find a picture.
It
of
looks
It's a
this.
very
very
similar firing
similar.
mechanism, I think.
What we're searching for again? Let's have a look.
If you
QP,
go
the
to-
Torch.
Yeah, if you got a QP design, you'll be able to see their
It looks very slick and very nice.
It does.
Excuse me while I take a quick break.
He's going for a wank.
No, I'm trying to find this
Um,
picture. Oh, there's the Prey. You mean the Prey limited edition flashlight mech,
Yes, maybe.
which is what Craig
Um,
said. Thank you, Craig. It's Prey, Prey, Prey limited edition flashlight mech, $129.99.
And did you say,
Uh,
I'm sure he said there was a new RDA out as well.
I quite like it with that other top cap on it.
I
Or
think
does
it
it-
comes with the
Or
RDA.
does that just make it? Does that just make it a torch? Hold on a fucking.
It might
minute.
well do.
Yes, working 510 flashlight adapter, so it fucking lights up. So no, it goes in the fucking bin.
So it's a torch as well.
It is a torch as well. It comes with a
Wow.
510 flashlight adapter.
No,
There you go,
that's-
America. That's how you get
that's
around
good.
the rules.
I'm buying a torch, honestly.
That is
Yeah.
immense.
It's good that
Just
I would have
just-
liked that.
If you
that
can see, there you go. It's a bit difficult to see on my phone, but there it is with the flashlight adapter on top.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's pointless, but quite clever.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would have liked that sort of, that indented part to be like an additional top cap so you could put an RDA on top of it.
It
If
is
you want a little bit
limited
extra height.
It is, you
not-
can put 25 on it, then,
It's not too
apparently.
expensive. It's $129.99.
Bloody hell.
Wait, how are you putting an RDA on top of that?
I
if it's
can't-
meant to be the
I-
flashlight part.
There's a top cap.
It's just a top cap that goes on, and then it screws down to a battery, just like a decent flashlight would.
Oh, okay. So then you can put an RD on top of that.
Yes.
Not on top of the flashlight adapter. Without it, it looks like that. It's shorter. That's where you put an atomizer, and then you've got the flashlight adapter that goes on top.
Yeah, no. So I was talking about getting that extra top part.
I
They'd be class if they had that as like a 510, so you could.
No, that's a
an
torch
RD
bit,
onto
like.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that screws on top of the 510 bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. What I was saying is I would have liked that as like an additional option to
Yeah.
put an RD on top of. So if
quite-
you
Right,
want
yeah,
extra
yeah.
height.
I really like the fingerprint engraving.
Yeah.
That's on the fire button. I mean that I think looks quite snazzy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm not the biggest fan of that firing mechanism. Like
I was just looking at, and no, I don't like the fire. It just looks like it's a second thought of just quickly just cut a hole in it, sort of.
It's limited to 550 of each color.
Yeah. It's going to be rare, I think.
You know who will be able to get some of them in?
EC1.
Fast tech.
Mr. Vaporoni. He'll be one of the first in Scotland at least.
I mean, shipping's delayed due to COVID, of course, but yeah, we'll talk
Yeah,
about
Kev, I've seen that from Ginger.
We'll talk about this in the show. Anyway, let's move on.
Yes. It gets worse than that, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, fucking hell. Who's picking these fucking
Let's
nominations?
move on.
That wasn't my pick, honest. But there was
Evening,
some that I
Tom.
picked for a purpose.
We're going to go on to something that's not. I think this is a Haley pick.
Damn.
I'll soon
And-
tell you what.
And this
why-
isn't a vaping device. This is a vaping.
Oh,
Yeah.
it probably is me. Honestly.
It is.
a vaping accessory, and I think it's called the pee bag.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I look at it, and if it was me, I would have. They've missed a trick. Though. I would have called it the ball bag.
I couldn't help this one. It made me laugh.
They've called it the P, but what the fuck is it?
This is a
kind of
vaping.
in the name.
This is a vaping hacky sack. What it
oh,
fucking-
come
A
on.
vaping
Bart.
fanny bag.
It's funny
So-
that.
It's literally a vaping bum bag.
it's a little bag that holds your mod and your juice and it makes
Yeah,
you.
got an extra pocket to
You
hold
see,
all your coils.
Just so,
carton.
when you're not vaping, you can show the whole world that you are a
Yes,
vapor.
you're a vapor.
These can be done very aesthetically pleasing with a nice leather pouch.
I've
and
seen
things.
Oh yeah, this is none of that.
I've seen some beautiful ones around Expo. Some of the guys came around with like beautiful, and they almost like. Do have any of you ever seen fucking? I think it's Jimmy from Kings.
Yes.
And I remember he was an Expo. He had like a leather fucking mech holder, like,
Yeah.
and it was almost on his fucking what are those things called again? Braces.
Lancet.
Yeah.
It almost looked like it was a brace strap, like over him. And I get it. It's a bit weird. It's not the sort of thing you would. It's
No,
the sort of thing
I actually wanted. You could used to be able to get an underarm
Yeah.
holster version of that,
It's the sort
and I
of thing.
wanted one of them.
I mean, it's the
so
sort of thing,
badly.
it's the sort of thing you can really only carry around at an expo.
That
let's
crazy
be-
Russian guy that used to be on the Cloud Island stand. He had one.
Yeah, this is what I
He did.
expect to be on Skeggy Beach.
I mean that to me. I mean it looks so Coil Master. I mean look at it.
Yeah.
It's my coil master.
It is
I
a coil
know.
master.
I know. Fucking hell, dude!
It's hideous.
I can't read.
You kind of guessed.
I'm just checking.
I mean look
It looks
at
like
it.
it's neoprene. It looks like a knee support they've cut up
Yeah,
and
I mean
stuck a zip on.
it just looks fucking terrible.
It's literally a bum bag for a vape. It's
Thank
those.
you, Craig. I agree. What is this show
We
coming
have
to?
to show the good, the bad, and the bloody ugly.
I'll just so you know, the call was supposed to be for new product releases, but not anymore.
It's for whatever we can think of.
You're Mr. Cool.
Yeah, but there might have been someone, bless them, who thought that was cool.
You know what, right?
Informing them. of
The
our
quality
opinion.
control on this show has gone out the fucking window.
I'll tell you right now.
No, you had me as a panel member.
The guy that designed that at fucking Coil Master was on fucking work experience from school.
No, he'd been fired.
It was
And
a
he-
World
No,
Outside
He's looking at
project.
the scraps. from
And
the
even- and
coil
even-
kit.
And even he didn't think it was a good idea.
No, he'd
I
just
reckon
been
I could
fired
make
that
one
day.
better than that. Right, let's vote and get off the subject because yeah. Who's not putting it in the bin?
I'm putting it in the bin. Actually, no, I'm not putting it in the bin. I'm putting it somewhere else.
Oh, I'm not 101. You have to be a fucking twat, don't you? Right, let's vote. In the bin.
Sorry, but I have to mention something. Chris thought it was a vape.
What?
Well, she sent me a bunch of them.
I sent it. You're like, what vape is that? I was like, no, it's a bag.
Yeah, because I thought it was a vape in a bag. I'm like, what the
Can you say I'm
Was
blind?
it red on outside?
Well, I was looking at it on my phone,
So
and there was like 30 million of them that had come through at once.
you said you wanted to just.
Seriously, can we
Hang on. Who else? What did you say? Who would love that thing?
No, I said it would really annoy a certain person. I'm now looking. I'm not going. Oh, that's cool. It's like, who will that annoy?
Fucking hell. It's
Actually,
the annoying
no.
wall.
You said you should get one for Vinny.
Can we just vote and get off the fucking subject?
Room 101.
In the bin.
It never needs to see the light of day
You're
ever.
getting one for Christmas.
Guess where mine will go when it arrives.
In the bin.
No, you'll just set fire to it.
If anybody actually wants a
I
coil
was
master,
thinking.
if anybody wants a coil master carry case, I have a plethora of them because I keep getting bought them for Secret Santa presents. I've got about 4. Like they're like, oh, Josh likes vaping. We know. Oh, that'll do. Go on to Amazon, type in vaping accessories.
I've got something far better, thank you very
We
much.
definitely need to do a Secret Santa.
I know you got something far
Secret
better.
Santa.
I've got one of those as well somewhere.
Secret Santa, no.
Yeah.
We should do that for our Christmas show. Get the
Definitely.
worst,
And then open it live.
get
so we
the worst vaping gifts for each other. That'd be fucking amazing. Anyway, yeah, it goes straight in the fucking bin.
Yeah, in the bin. Yeah, we'll do that. I like the Secret Santa idea. We'll do that. Christmas show, we all open them.
Yeah.
What have we got next then?
Yeah.
Wait there. We're going on a downhill spiral here, apparently. So
We
it's going to
might-
get worse than
Well,
that.
we might go up because
As I say, if you put in order,
this is definitely going up from that. This is the Aspire Pocket.
Yes, right. Oh, yeah, that's gone up. Yeah.
That one was zippy.
It's still not got to a level though, is it?
Well, it's
Right.
a step up from that bag.
Right, Aspire Pocket X. Well, let's just do it. Fucking quick vote. Go.
Cool.
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 Uncle.
Haley's refusing
There's
to answer.
always one. Always one.
What?
We said quick fire.
All right. In the bin. Don't like it.
Oh, okay, it goes cool because it had 3 cool votes. Anyway, that's that fucking done and dusted. Let's move on to the next one. So this is
I
the
was
last one,
right.
and this is actually a new product.
Ooh.
It is the
Is that my one? I did actually find a new one.
No.
the
Aw.
iJoy Captain Ergo Pod. Chris sent me 2 pictures. This one I was too lazy. I only uploaded the one because apparently it's very thin. I've seen the picture of its side. It is thin. It's as thin as some other pods.
That's the mouthpiece tank there, isn't it? There's no like tip.
I can't even see
No,
it.
that's the coil. That's the coil in there.
Yeah, that clear bit you suck on, don't you?
Yeah, that's the whole pod. Yeah.
Cold. I enjoy.
It's very Aegis Legend.
Yes.
Well, what isn't nowadays?
Oh, well,
I
yeah.
saw that, and it looked like a cassette player, like a cassette to me, and I was like, no.
See, can anyone see why I was really disappointed with the cool selections tonight when I got them? I was like, oh.
Yes.
That one was Kev.
I know it was Kev. I know it
No.
was Kev, but you still
I
said me.
actually scanned past that and went, no, I wouldn't buy that.
You could have picked anything. You could have picked fucking some crazy unknown Filipino mod that's beautiful and expensive.
See, I
But
don't,
we have to have
no,
these
I
shit
don't
days as
actually
well as the good
nominate
days.
things very often because I look for new. I have one for next week. But yeah, in the bin.
How long does it take you to put an image up for the cool wall?
About 20
you've got to do it on
seconds.
Can you do it on the fly?
I could certainly try.
I will quickly get an image and I'll give you something interesting for the cool wall.
It's on its way, Ryan. Don't worry, buddy. Nervous anticipation now, Lloyd. This better be fucking good.
I know. I thought the votes were going to still keep going as I was doing it.
We are
Don't let me down, Lloyd.
And you
Don't
watch
let me
it,
down.
you watch it's already been on the cool wall as well.
I just really need to relieve myself, you know?
Oh, that's a good point. I wonder.
Don't wank on the air, Josh.
Not like that.
I get more viewers up.
Less.
I'll just put it on Chris's only fan.
No, it's the no fan.
Oh no, where's that went? I've lost it. I found it. Right, it's in the chat. Fuck me. Aye, uncool. I don't know if we're still voting, but aye, uncool for this one that we're on. I forgot what it was. I didn't like it.
Uncool for me.
That's fucking ugly.
Uncle.
No, it's class. It's got an extension as well.
Oh,
so
I know what it is now. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
I've got one.
No, I don't know. if I can.
That's old school, Lloyd.
Right.
Yeah.
Lloyd, I've just realised I can't do it on the fly, so we'll do it next week.
Cool, fair enough.
I'll add it to the list.
That's exactly what it is, Ryan, I think.
Anyway, where would you go now? I went uncle.
Yeah, no. Did we, or was it in the bin?
You
I
said
went-
uncle.
I said uncle.
I said in the bin.
I was saying uncle.
Right, gone on cool then.
Right. So, that's the call wall done. I thought we'd try and get it over done quickly tonight because, you know, we could spend so much time on the call wall.
Kev's just sent you a message in the chat there, Chris. I think you definitely need to draw your attention to that.
Kev,
Yeah.
Sharing.
Kev, I've sent Chris a high-end call wall and he's still not put it up, but I knew this cheap shit would float his boat and get it shown straight away. Were you testing a theory there, Kev? Were you testing a theory? Kev, I don't think we've done the Typhoon GT4 yet. Maybe we'll do that next week because I know where me and Kev will put it. Stratosphere level. I don't know.
We got
Actually,
more
Kev,
shit.
you only sent the one, and that was the mod.
Right, well let's do
Oh.
so we got a room 101 subject.
Yes, Lloyd has.
Let's do a room 101 then.
Shh.
Hey, you guys getting it? Anyway, room 101. What was the room 101 again?
Lloyd?
You foosh.
The foosh, yeah, the foosh. I mean, for me, it's the epitome of all that is wrong with vaping.
Yes, totally agree.
The absolute epitome.
Yeah, I mean, no one asked for RGB
mean-
in our vape.
Even though one of the coolest guys I know, one of the guys I respect the most, I saw at an expo using one.
The issue I have is obviously you had the original Fush come out. I've got one, and yeah, I did use it, but then they had to release it in 3 other colours. It's the same thing, it's just the top and bottom's different colours.
Because say,
And everyone
how can you
that.
bring out a different colour for it?
Cash
Change your
cow.
colour.
I think it's just the top and bottom that was different.
I have
Yeah.
something I'd like to nominate for 101 as well.
Yeah, crack on.
Hey.
I would like to nominate uneducated people in the vape industry
That's what I was going to do, ill-informed
for opening
people.
their mouths and not expressing an educated opinion on a subject they know fuck all about.
In the words of The Rock, shut your mouth, know your role.
Mine's more about attention seekers. They crop up.
They do.
they crop up with the same thing. God, get a new song.
Doesn't know I'll buy it.
Well, don't bite.
I enjoyed today's.
I do tell you, it's the same old tune they play. It's the same old hook they keep putting in that water because they ain't got nothing else.
There's a lot of lonely people in this
to
industry.
inform them.
A lot of lonely people that need a lot of attention. And unfortunately, there's a lot of me to go around. So I'd like to give them the attention. But no more. I will not rise no more. I have tried to educate them today and tonight, and we will do in our group. They can take it upon themselves to actually read if they're capable of reading and learn some facts rather than just bullshit.
Yeah. I have some tips for Room 101.
Crack on.
People who don't know how to use a Mac, having a Mac, and then putting a friggin' sub-ohm tank on it.
I feel really strongly about this subject. I really do, but I'm going to wet myself, so I'm going to come back and chat about this shit in a minute. So give me 2 seconds.
Feels broken.
The dam's about to break.
Dude, the seal broke again. I'll start drinking about fucking 2:30. Fucking, I'm on holiday, bitch.
But yeah, if you do not understand the Mac, please don't use it.
Don't get one.
Yeah. If you don't know your ohms law, if you've never used an RDA, don't fuck about it, Mac.
No, start off with an RDA on a regulated device. Learn your shit. Learn your building. Not so much ohms law, Lloyd, as your battery capabilities.
Yeah. Sort of research the batteries that you always tend to buy. Figure out what's safe to use in that battery. If it's got to be the same battery you're going to be putting in a mech. You know, if you don't use, like, I mean, most mechs coming out now are 21700. If you don't have a 21700, fucking research the one that your shop sells.
John, I still use 25Rs, mate. Never mind VTCA 5As. I still use 25Rs in 18650s.
I thought I used 25.
Not in a mech. I'll just clear that up. I use that in regulated devices.
Yeah.
Do you not use them in a mech?
Not 25Rs now.
Why not?
I build too low, Lloyd.
Yeah.
I've had a few get rather warm.
Is that?
Yeah, Vinny likes to push the boat.
I mean, I'm really cautious with actually normal regulated mods or even semi-regulated because not being funny, I don't want shit going wrong. And then you have people that quietly get a Mech wrong and you look and go, why the hell have you got one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, everyone's got one. Yeah. Really? So you're going to electrocute yourself because everyone's electrocuting themselves?
I know there's people out there that started vaping on mechs and things like that, but these people quite clearly have a brain.
Yeah, they've sort of researched, and I mean they must have at least tried regulated before they went in.
Yeah, no, I've known vapors that started with mechs. But they had friends that vape. They got advice. The biggest thing I can say, if anyone thinking of getting a mech that's never been there, is get advice. There's lots of people, not just us on here. There's lots of people that are good people in the community still that will give you advice if you're thinking of switching from a reg to a mech.
Even though I know what I'm doing, I often check with someone else just for reassurance.
I mean, I will say this. I mean, there's been huge advancements in batteries nowadays, which is fine, but that's not even that. It's you can't like. I used to build ridiculously low, like unsafely low, and I never had an issue. It's and people always bang on about, oh, you need to know Ohm's law. This bullshit. Do you need to know Ohm's law? You need to know fucking battery safety.
Yes, that's exactly what I said, Josh. While you was
sorry.
The lizard.
Well, there we go. We fucking backed each other up on that one.
Yeah, but it's exactly that is all you need. And people will give you that advice.
But if you don't feel comfortable using a mech, then you're not ready to use a mech. And like I went onto a mech quite quickly, but I did have a very good friend who was a very experienced mech mod user, and literally we went to a pub that we could actually vape in, and he watched me build, he watched me do everything 3 or 4 times before he goes, right, you don't go lower than this. You don't do this. You don't do this. You should check this. Do you know what I mean? And that was
I just
obviously
say,
when I
these are
first.
bastards. I wasn't going to drink the night. I've done fucking almost half a bottle.
That's half a bottle of whiskey now, Lloyd. Just going,
You
mate.
just brought that.
What are you drinking? What whiskey are you drinking, Lloyd? Looks like Talisker Sky.
Yeah, it's exactly it, mate.
Woo!
And he says he doesn't have a problem.
I know I've got a problem.
He doesn't have a problem. The alcohol's already there.
I know I've got a problem. I just don't admit it.
I don't mind drinking this bottle of used guys tonight because I am probably bound to get about 100 bottles tomorrow because I turn.
Because you're all fucking
Tomorrow.
legends. And
Is it your birthday tomorrow, Lloyd?
Oh,
tomorrow?
Fucking 30 tomorrow.
How old?
Oh, diddums.
30.
Yeah.
You're 30 tomorrow.
Oh, that ain't more than my 40th. I ain't in turning 30.
I mean, that hurt more than my 70th.
Oh, mate, I'm fucking 29 going on 50 though. I'm fucking sore every morning. I need a nap during the afternoon. It's not
Lloyd,
good.
I get it.
I was like that all through my 30s. I got to 40 and then I stopped napping.
Oh, I really can't wait for it now.
Lloyd, I'll drink to your good health, brother.
Oh, God.
If I'm hungover and I sleep through it, it's not an issue, is it? I'm still 29 at that point.
Well, you all saw that picture I put in the chat the other day. I was like, celebrated that win a bit too hard.
That's me waking up every morning.
And honestly, I felt like fucking. I went downstairs. I fucking had to Arlo, bless him, take my daughter to school. I was like, it's too bright. Need my sunglasses. I walked downstairs with my sunglasses on. I was like, you never wear sunglasses. I was like, I know. And she's like, is it that bad? I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna throw up. Like, I was so bad. And literally, I didn't really drink much.
Yeah, it can be that.
No, I went to the pub, watched it here. Mate texted me, pub. I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go to the pub. Went to, and I just think it was fucking the lines in the pub that just made me feel shit the next day. I get that occasionally. Like, I didn't have that. Only about 10-ish pints.
Ish. How much was it? Ish.
That's the thing is.
You probably drank more than that today.
That was in
Yeah,
the,
but what about the Jaeger bombs?
no, don't do Jaeger bombs anymore, mate.
Any shots at all?
Yeah, the table next to us wanted black sambucas, so I bought them all black sambucas. I had one of those.
Oh, Sambuca's my shit, as you can see here.
Anyway, we're off that. So anyway, back to the room 101 shit.
Yeah. Battery safety. Learn your battery safety before you go to
battery
fucking
safety. Battery safety is far more important than Ohm's law.
Yeah.
And I will be honest. Everyone bangs on about Ohm's law.
Yeah.
Right, one of you right now.
I said it tonight.
One of you right now. Tell me the mathematical equation for Ohm's law.
I don't fucking know.
It's the
I know what my battery can handle though.
ampule of your battery divided by the ohms of your coils.
Well, but what's the actual? It's V over I plus R.
Yeah. But you try and actually work that out without a calculator.
It's voltage over. See, it's fucking weird. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
But
Like
and
Savage is just sorry, man.
And it makes sense. But our batteries are so, and I'm not saying go stupid because the batteries are so much better, but the batteries are so much better nowadays. Like a Molly cell, a Molly cell 21700 can handle quite a high fucking ohm, like quite a high fucking amperage.
Yeah.
If it needs to.
But you don't. We all know you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
If you build sensibly and use the power that's appropriate for the build, you can get just as much flavour. And it is about flavour. I don't care about clouds that much anymore, and I know a lot of people don't.
No, I'll tell you what. A lot of myself included, a lot of the guys are all about fucking big clouds, this, that, and the other, and now not fussed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be funny. If you vape, you're getting a bigger cloud than you do when you smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
What does it matter if you're getting a point like 1.5 or a point 0.06? It's still a bigger cloud than what you're getting in a cigarette anyway, so
Yeah.
it's not the big deal.
I used
When,
to
when you're vaping, it's the flavour that carries you over to keep stopping off the facts, you know?
I mean, I would quite religiously vape like a 0.05 on a single cell mech mod. And it would fucking chuck. It would hit so hard. It'd be hot and it'd be intense. And I love the heat, don't get me wrong. But I could do something similar in a stack or and then I did it on a parallel and it was safer in a parallel and it hit harder and that was great. And people go, oh, it's only parallel, it doesn't hit harder. It does fucking hit harder.
Yes.
Right.
Which is
It
why I want
shouldn't
that
do.
X80.
Technically, there's no reason for it to hit harder, but they do.
But they do.
Yeah.
Well, it could have just been the fucking Exile because it's still the fucking hardest hitting thing I've ever had in my life.
See,
But
there's Tom in the chat as well. Clouds and flavour for me. I
there you
mean,
go. Let's take a quick vote. Flavour or clouds?
Flavour.
flavour for me. But what Tom's saying is he wants the bigger clouds with the flavour.
Yeah, it depends on my mood.
See if you're using a regulated mod.
So it's flavour.
Alright, so now we say if it's one or the other, it's flavour.
Yeah. So I you all know, anyone that's watched this show a long time has seen my evolution, has seen me become a proper flavour chaser, which I have become.
Yeah.
And now it's all about getting the most flavour.
I think Kev's bought a Rebel vote. Read Kev's comment in the chat. I've got a horrible feeling he's bought a Rebel.
Which one was the rebel that you go on about?
My one that
Kev-
went missing for a
Kev-
year and still in fix.
You might get if it's a rebel, that's fine. Like, there's people out there that swear by rebels.
Ryan said it depends if it was his mother to be for flavour or clouds.
Vinny had the worst experience, and he's not the only one. There are people out there, so love it. If it goes wrong, just know that it's done.
Yeah, you fucked. You lost your money because they don't fix it.
If it fucks up, contact Vinny because he's got a guy that will fix it for you.
I actually have found someone that's willing to put a replacement chip in it for me, and I'm probably going to do it at some point in the future.
We know
You said last show.
We all know somebody that'll probably do it anyway.
Yeah.
If we asked him nicely enough.
I have asked him nicely enough.
Yeah, so we know who it is.
Also back to
so it's Johnny. Johnny from Overkill. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he'll charge you for it.
Yeah.
But you won't repairing it. But just remember your warranty's worth shit.
It's worth shit anyway.
Yeah. Vapor products warranties aren't worth shit.
Yeah.
Also, just to go back to the battery safety in the mix, I know we sort of moved past that a little bit, but I'm bringing it back.
Lloyd's had whiskey, everybody. Yeah.
I'm officially at the halfway mark, guys. There's no stopping me. So
Lloyd, honestly, mate, me and you need to go out.
like Vinny said earlier, and Josh, if you're ever unsure about anything and you're wanting to use a mech, just ask someone. You won't find anybody in the vape community who uses a mech to turn down advice to anybody.
Yeah, but make sure you ask the right person.
Yes.
There is some people that will say random stuff.
Yeah, there's scrupulous people.
See, Kev, you definitely can get the both. You definitely can get good flavour and big clouds, 100%.
Yeah.
But 0.09 on a 21700.
There's always a slight trade-off, right? Because we always say this: the bigger the cloud, the more the wastage. You're just wasting juice most of the time. Like, you can't inhale that amount. Like, so you and it usually when you're on a fucking powerful ass mech mod, it's in and out. It's all just because it's direct lung. It's passing through the mouth so quickly you're not really getting the flavour. But if you're getting a more intense, hotter cloud in there, you might get the flavour.
Yeah.
I think this is what happens. Whereas if you then start going like restricted DL, it's not mouth to lung, but it's still it's in the mouth longer. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are we still on room 101?
Kind of.
So have another thing for room 101.
Getting a bit greedy now, aren't you?
Yeah, mate.
Everyone's had a drink tonight. The room 101 segments are flowing out, so let them come out.
No, something that happened to me today, and it did kind of peeve me off. And I was like, that's really bad. I was speaking to a vapor, right? And I'd gone to a vape shop. They'd give all what they needed. The vape shop sold them stuff, but then told the person that they couldn't use the salts on the device that they get, which was total bullshit.
Say that again, Amy.
Ignored.
Say
The
that
vape
again.
shop, like, you need this juice, you can't use Nick salts with this vape. It was ignored.
Oh God.
You're telling me actually it was a Nord too, which I know you can use vape salts on because I've done it.
They've got.
That's the whole thing with Nords. But yeah, they had the cheek to make them pay for an expensive juice and tell them they couldn't use vape salts.
That's a shop cashing in right there.
Yeah,
I thought those days was
cash.
gone. I thought
Well,
those days
literally,
was gone.
you had me going to the person here, try all these. Do not go to that vape shop again. Please contact someone else or even me. Because they've been told, oh, you can only have this, this, and this. Well, that's controlling them.
Yeah, that's bang out of order.
Bang out of order.
Oh, you can only have this, this,
Oh,
and this.
sorry, that's my phone.
I
I was just checking. I was just checking in to see how the stream looks. You know. So.
I've
You have a
got.
shop where obviously people first instinct is to go to a vape shop to coerce them into certain juices and certain mods. In my eyes, is wrong.
Vinny, that's shoddy typing skills, mate. Sorry.
You're lying.
That's shoddy.
Yeah,
typing
that is
skills,
very bad. That's typical Vinny's typing, though.
In semicolon. The.
What the hell is that message? I just like, I have not drank that much, Vinny. What have you put?
I was multitasking. I was supposed to say
You've got
sure.
boxers. What are you doing with your boxers?
No,
You've got to get them.
Kev said he had a choice between a Rebel vape and a Boxer. It should have picked Boxer.
I know what I should have said.
It's not like when you were
Shoulda said
saying
shoulda.
that you
But
should have
what
got
he
boxers
said,
rather
he
than
didn't
like
have to pay
Patty Whitey.
he said he didn't have to pay the import taxes, which they can add some good money on. So
They can. But I'm sure Ginger knows a way around the import charges, like a lot of good American companies do.
anyway, we're gonna
Yes, moving on.
We're going to move on. I think that's the end of Room 101. There's a few subs called Room 101 tonight. I think they all deserve to go down into
Especially
the
that
depths of Room 101.
Yeah.
And we're going to move on to.
So
Oh,
see if Haley comes on with her two fishes next week. Does that mean Hales goes into room 101?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
In that room. You're
The
gonna
questions
let
are
him
saying yes,
in that
because he's in
room?
there.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
I've got TVP in here. He's tied up in the corner, crying.
Oh, that sounds like a fun room. I'm coming.
Unless you're TVP.
Yeah, we're going to move.
Room 101 is a bottomless pit.
Guys, we're going to move on. If any of you got any questions, now's the time to get them out. Personal, however they feel, bring them out. It's questions from the chat. I just play that live now.
Can't hear it,
What?
Josh.
Of course, can't. I turned it off.
Hence why I'm just sat here quiet.
Anyway, so
I've got a question. It's mainly just to you, Josh.
Yeah.
Since you are starting to make music again with your guitar and whatnot, and you're getting right back into all that stuff, are you going to create some fresh bumper music for us?
yeah, quite possibly. I
Josh
joked about it.
specials.
I joked about it. Do you know what? I'm not as good as I thought I was.
How about
Don't put
how about
yourself in
each
like
week
that.
we get Josh stood somewhere in his back garden or somewhere in his house, streaming it with his guitar, playing the intro live every week. Doing it some
You know
like
what, like-
80s glam rock or whatever different way.
Oh,
Smoke and
God.
clothes, the full
Logistics and
works.
that sounds horrible.
I will quite happily. I will. It was my plan. I will write some new intro music. But I don't know because if anyone doesn't know me, if anyone doesn't know me, I'm a massive metalhead, especially like progressive metal at the minute. But I also like a lot of electronic music. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah. It'd be cool. Unique.
You know, bands like Pendulum. Fucking love Pendulum. Prodigy
They're
and
drum
stuff.
and bass, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're electronic.
Yeah. Didn't
No, I'm on about the
they
electronic side of stuff, but you know.
Didn't they rebrand? Rebrand to Knife Party when dubstep became the big thing.
They were technically dubstep before, and it was the same.
Well,
guy.
they were drum and bass before,
Yeah,
and then
but they're
Knife
quite-
Party came out with that
No,
fucking.
the drum and bass and dubstep are the same thing, just with added low end, basically. But yeah, they did. Yes, they were Knife Party as well, and they did a sort of very good song that mentions the word Facebook in it. If you haven't heard it, check it out.
Yeah, Internet Friends.
It's got Internet Friends. You are correct.
Yes.
You
And then
off-
they also done that one with Swedish House Mafia as well.
They did. There's also
Yeah.
a really good cover version of that Internet Friends by the Organ Donors, and if you're easily offended, don't listen to it. But it's fucking brilliant.
There's a proper little
what's your-
bromance going on in there, isn't there, right
Yeah.
now between Lloyd and Josh, you know.
Do we
I
leave
feel like we're
it to it?
interrupting something
Well, Josh
quite
has already
intimate.
said he wants
The-
to meet up with him.
The thing is, I could
Yeah.
just, Lloyd could just give me some Proclaimers love. He would walk 500
Yeah.
miles and he still wouldn't be at my fucking house. So he would have to walk the 500 more. He would get there before that, but you know.
I mean, I've been just past Leeds at 500 miles, wouldn't I? I'm sure that's
Yeah,
about
no,
400.
You're at my house.
You're in Edinburgh, aren't you? I need to work this
My
out.
house,
Hold on.
boy. Fine.
Exeter to Edinburgh. I'm going to go American. Edinburgh?
Don't.
Edinburgh?
I know it's like 10 hours on the fucking train. It's a fucking
Really?
mission.
'Cause I know it's like 4 hours to Leeds because I've got a friend that lives in Leeds.
Yeah, that's not far from me and Haley, Lloyd.
Oh, so I'd be at one of your doors then.
Yeah,
No,
well,
Thank God I'm nowhere near them.
Yeah,
two.
it's actually it's not that. It's
you know
400.
you want to be near us, Chris.
According to Google Maps, it's 7 hours and 37 minutes in the car. And it's
Unless I'm driving.
it's
well, then it's
yeah,
12 hours.
No.
yeah, it's.
I mean, if you want an accurate description of where I am,
Oh, do
put
you know what?
pepperoni-
Do you know, you get to me within the first 500 miles because apparently it's only 449 miles away. I thought it was
Hey!
Oh,
further,
there we
man.
go. There we go.
The worst thing is,
Guys-
mate, I'm going to tell you this right now. I could get to Amsterdam in less miles.
I know, but you'll never,
I know.
you'll
I've
never
had
know
it.
when this. You'll never know
I'll
when this
tell you
fat
this right
cunt's
now.
coming.
My work actually have an apartment in Edinburgh that I can go and use for nothing. So maybe I'll
Ah,
take.
there we go. There.
maybe
Well,
So
hi.
Josh has got the room ready.
the only time I'll tell you what,
The pleasure room.
It is.
Have to wait for me to take him out.
Oh,
It is fucking plush as well. Like,
LXV do Edinburgh.
the only time the only time I can never rent it is Fringe Festival because it then rents out for £3,500 a day.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
Well, could you imagine how LXV does Edinburgh, which is
We
obviously
could do- honestly,
We could do it in the Vaporoni
I
shop.
we could
Yeah,
arrange it.
yeah.
I got really
I-
I got really angry with my whole family. I said, next time I take holiday, I'm fucking off somewhere else. Because I'm on holiday, and I was like, right, I'm on holiday. And I had, you all know, I had like 2 weeks holiday a little while ago. Basically, I just ended
Yeah.
up doing shit for everybody else,
Yeah.
and like got back to work. How was your holidays? Like, to be honest with you, I'm less stressed being back here. And I was like, next time I go on holiday, this holiday, like, I'm having some holiday, I'm having some time away from everybody. Just leave me alone, and that hasn't happened. So I said, next time on holiday, I'm fucking off somewhere. So Edinburgh sounds like the perfect fucking place, even if it is a long journey away on the train. But
Exactly. So if you get the train,
Mhm.
or even drive up, it's got to feel like a flight to like Spain or something.
yeah, I mean, I could,
And by the way they talk, you're going to
And-
be, it's
and
going to
if-
be like in
if-
another country anyway.
I could drive up.
And
but
and if you're lucky, we'll have like sun out, so it's got to feel like Spain.
Right.
Fuck off.
Basically-
This is Scotland. They never
Lloyd,
have sun.
I'll come
Basically,
up. Lloyd, I'll come up. You fucking take some time off. We'll just hit the beers. We'll fucking, as long as you can recommend me, as long as you can recommend me a good kebab place, I'm golden.
I mean, I don't like kebabs, so I can't do that. But I know people that like kebabs. We're all fat together, so.
All right, we'll just.
Well,
just
John
we'll
says
just-
Rose Street is the place to do a pub crawl.
We'll just do
Yeah,
Batman
the
Mars
Road
bars
Street pub crawl.
then.
Or
Batman
you could
Mars
just
bars
go.
and tablet.
Oh no, I know a place that does fucking fried Mars bar. It's good.
Yeah, well, I'm golden.
Uh,
Okay.
I've never had a fried Mars bar. We bought one. Like me and the missus bought one because we never had one. And then we finished our scran, and then we forgot all about the Mars bar. They got 2 hours later. Said, "Did we not buy a Mars bar like in bar?" And she's like, "I say, I tell you what." And she was like, "9 year down." And then we put it in the bin.
I'm actually heading up that way later this year, Lloyd, as well. So,
Okay.
What month?
In the chat, work
Not-
apartment. Yeah, we got a work apartment.
not entirely sure yet, Lloyd. It will be time when a certain release happens.
Oh, I'll tell you what. If
God,
you,
you stop saying set release. We all know it's when your just thing comes
if,
through.
Yes.
if you guys want to get together, we can meet somewhere in the middle because we have
Yeah.
we have plenty of work apartments in the UK.
I-
We need to have a meetup.
We've got about 10 in the UK and about 10 around Europe.
And none in Birmingham.
Well, why the fuck would they want one in Birmingham?
Expo.
Look, the fact that we've just closed our shop in Birmingham tells you everything.
Yeah, it does.
Besides, why would I need to stay in Josh's place in Birmingham for Expo?
Oh, Chris, I wasn't speaking about you. We all know you live a fucking piss away from it.
I know,
Right,
I
we've
know.
got a question in the chat. Can we answer the question?
Yeah.
What's the question? Oh, are you getting ready for next expo?
Yes.
There we
Next
go.
question.
Always get ready.
How
for
many
that.
got to date?
What next expo though? Is it going to
Wait,
be
it
the
sounds
virtual
like-
expo that's hosted by the
It's the
LXV?
expo.
Or is it going to be the actual expo?
No, our expo. He's asking. He did say your next expo. No, we haven't picked
Oh,
a
yeah, so then.
specific date yet, but I have more names to the list. One quite large, which I've not told anyone yet, and I'm still not going to either. I'm going
Oh,
to
you
save it a little
bastard,
bit
yeah.
longer.
You can message me afterwards, otherwise I won't bother arranging it.
Would it help if you blew the cloud out first?
Yeah.
So Josh, I'll tell you. Last year it was Purge was the big one. This year it's Rogue.
No, we didn't have Purge
No.
on the expo. He came on as a special.
Oh bastard! Fucking hell! I took a shot. I lost.
We're only talking
Move on.
about is patterns and patterns and patterns.
I
Yeah,
know.
that was-
Pattern.
Just using a jewel.
His fucking patterns are shit.
I was gonna know.
By the way, if anybody wants to buy a Purge, let me know.
My nap.
I was gonna
No,
I was gonna say I know every person that was at the expo. I had to put all their names into a spreadsheet about 6 million fucking times.
Yeah, I had to put them all onto a poster, mate. I remembered them all.
I could just remember juggling him about all the day.
Vinny messaging me at 1 a.m. It's changed a wee bit.
Well, the thing is, that wasn't me. I had it all set. People go, this person. I'm like, no.
No,
Am I s-
Vinny was messaging me at 1 a.m. going, by any chance,
Can you just?
Well, yeah,
Can
the
you
big,
just?
the big ones. Earl was great, but Earl's no longer in the vape industry, so no more Earl.
Stop trying to speak and exhale vape. It don't work.
Who's Earl?
Earl was fucking awesome. Earl was in.
Earl was a designer with Dolph Poe. He's also worked with Watofu, and just about anyone you can think of. He's based in the Philippines.
Because I've heard a Pat and Ariel, and I thought they were immortal.
Aerialism all, yeah.
Ariel's immortal. Pat's half moon mods.
Right.
We can get
But we
Ariel
also
on.
had Sad Boy on. Yeah, too many to name.
Firehouse.
Firehouse, Amanda
Firehouse
and
that
Mark,
went down a storm.
super people.
Didn't we have Ron on as well?
There'll be a Ron
Who?
Peoples Jr.
Yeah, I was going to say Ron Peoples
Yeah,
Jr.
Rob.
we had.
from BMF Labs.
Yes.
We have Matt Dixon.
We did have Matt
Who?
Dixon on.
Matt
Yeah.
Dixon.
We also had Amar Ahmed, and he was fucking amazing about it.
We didn't have Amar though. Did we? Who was it that came on? It wasn't Amar, was it, Vaporoni? It was.
No, it's Gav.
Gav.
Yeah.
That was before Amar got on lives. He's done a few since then, so I think the next one that'll actually be the bossy Vaporoni that comes on.
Oh,
If
sweet.
you have him,
I've still
or
got no
if-
beer.
if he
Wow.
puts his name forward.
I think he gets enough.
And we also had
I-
Oggy
I-
as well.
I think Vaporoni get enough publicity on this fucking show.
I don't think they do. Have you seen his name all night? Like, look, it's
Chris,
folded over.
yeah, Chris had it. Chris, do me a favour. Go off there and eat something, mate.
Hey,
Just go and eat something, please.
I'm fine.
You don't look it.
I never do look right.
No, but
Uh,
my nursing instinct is kicking in. Just go eat something.
I'll go grab a chocolate
yeah,
bar.
go,
Please.
Yeah, go pick yourself up, buddy. Anyway, so next expo, I think it'll actually be Amar that comes on because he's been on a few lives. He's dipped his toes into the water, so it'll be the bossy Vaping that comes on next time.
Shooty scores. Anyway,
Yeah, Nick Johnny was
Strike through the head like a man.
And Raps Coils from the States, man, he was hilarious.
oh yeah, man, Glenn.
Him and Rabbit proper bounced off each other.
Yeah, I mean we're still planning a live. I mean we're currently trying to plan a live with all 10 panel members from LXV.
Yeah, everyone that's been
All
on as a
10.
panel member.
Everyone that's been on the panel member. So
And
us
just a
five-
heads up.
But obviously it depends because I do work night.
us
Okay.
five. I'm gonna name his. I'm gonna mention his name first. Nick. Andy, Rabbit, Paul, and Andy, Rabbit, Paul, and Zippy.
Yeah.
We want all 10 of us on just for a show.
I'll give you the heads up. That night I will probably be very quiet, drink or no drink, because it's like a sort of
'Cause-
comeback for the guys, you know.
'Cause you'll be quiet anyway, Andy will be on the show.
Yeah, we all have to be quiet and Andy's on.
yeah,
I'm just about to say, are you
Mate.
sure I'd be quiet? So
What-
quiet.
Yeah,
Go
when
for it.
Andy comes on, it's very difficult to get a word in edgeways.
Yeah, but you've
sorry,
met me, I'll quite happily just push in.
I can only go by the names that were on the side of everybody's hat about a year ago. So what one is Andy?
Sub-Zero.
Andy is Sub-Zero, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Loyal.
So I think
The-
he was a little
the-
bit before I started.
The
watching
real
you.
Jason Statham, and he's a legend. We all love Andy.
I believe the panel members when I started watching you were Vinny, Josh, and Chris, Zippy, and Otaku.
Yeah.
I've probably butchered that name, but Otaku,
Yeah.
Otaku.
Otaku, yeah, no, it's Paul. That's fine.
Yeah. They were the panel members when I started watching.
You keep
so-
sweating, Josh. You keep sweating. Oi, oi,
On the
carry
grind,
work.
Josh. You're doing a
Sweating,
grand job,
mate.
buddy.
You carry
Grand
on,
job
bro.
for the
You-
NHS.
You earn that dollar, bro. Actually, you don't want to earn dollars. They're worth shit here. Pounds.
Pounds. Pounds.
I would also like
Good
to
to see you though, Josh. Good
I
to
would
see you,
also like to do
Josh.
another show where we get Rich back on and Johnny back on.
Yeah.
You know. And if anybody else wants to join, just drop us a message. Because, you know.
Yes, and while we're talking about them sort of random things, obviously we've been planning a show with the guys from SVA, Saturday Night Vaporwave, and that's
SNV.
going to be happening.
Yeah, Matt.
There's a certain
Yeah,
difference,
Matt,
isn't
yeah.
there?
that.
Hoods,
I
and
get
that'd
to
be,
miss it.
it'd be great because they're all good guys. They do a great thing. There's a couple of other shows a couple of other people that do shows that I would really like to get on board to do a show with us as well. So,
Ooh, you've not even told me.
well, I'll tell you. Not right now.
What, when I tell you about the big name I've got?
Yeah, exactly. We'll trade info, Vinny.
Next day of the auction.
We'll trade info, mate. I mean, this isn't the EU.
That sounds like a bloody bargaining deal, doesn't it? We'll trade him, you know. When are we next doing an auction?
I know we're wrong.
after the expo. As soon as we do the expo, September, October, before Christmas, there will be an auction. So people get saving your pennies. It will be huge.
It's massive.
Sorry.
Absolutely massive. Belgium are going out.
I was just
Belgium
saying.
are
I was
going
just saying the missus. Sorry, head. I know we were fucking planning to save for the house, but
But you're going to let loose on the auction.
I was going to say,
Jesus.
there's a moose loose about this hoose.
Oh, Lloyd, you got to do that saying there. Come on.
Yeah.
But there's a moose hoose about this loose. Okay, imagine asking me to do that when I'm a little bit drunk.
Rich is xenophobic bastard.
You
Right.
tell me you weren't thinking of asking him as well.
No, I wouldn't ask him. There's one thing I've always wanted to ask Scottish face to say, but I'm not going to do it.
Right. 3/4 done, by the way.
Guys, is
Your
anybody?
fucking hell, Lloyd.
Fucking hell, mate,
Your fault.
You are a beast, Lloyd.
You
Look at that man love. Look at that love.
Dude,
Oh,
Ultimate.
you know,
Gosh, he's in love.
you'll call someone a beast in Scotland's a different fucking like meaning, but you know, I'll take it.
I don't think I want to know what that means in Scotland.
You're a bitch.
A beast means you're a bit of a underage loving sort of.
Yes, I thought it would
yeah,
do.
well, yeah, cool. All right, that makes sense.
But I suppose it sort of makes sense. You know, I'm turning 30 tomorrow. I've got a 20. Oh, fine, fuck, she's sleeping next thing. She's 22, 23-year-old fiance. You know, beastish, maybe.
Lloyd is 30. Chris, how old are you? 35?
I'll be 35 soon.
Josh?
Yeah, mate, I feel for you, mate.
Me?
Okay.
How
Yeah.
old am I?
Pour a drink for the homie.
I'm 34.
So I'm 36, so Vinny.
He's ready for his pension.
I mean, I would say because
Are you in your
Vinny's like,
30s?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just check. I am
Vinny,
34.
I mean, I don't know if anybody knew this, but Vinny like gave me like some very good feedback on my first vape review. So I'm going to say Vinny doesn't look a day past 26.
Oh yeah, the vaping
Oh,
plums.
that's such good ass licking.
The vaping
As Chris said, what is it?
You're in that.
What is it?
He looks younger than me with that beard. I don't know how that happens, but it happens.
As Chris would say, we're going to check out the tartan plums.
Gosh, did I get the clutch it?
Was it plums? Something else come up. I like that. Then that's
The
Lloyd.
plums have turned. Thanks, Kev. I've actually got it on the TV behind me as well.
Ellie took the game, Josh, mate. Sorry.
Belgium around.
And Josh King, no, I did not get the X18 because I decided to spend my roulette winnings on a new webcam for you, lovely people.
Yeah.
Aw.
So I got the C920 Pro, which I believe is what all the YouTubers
I use.
Pro. The Pro one.
Oh, the Pro.
I mean, I wasn't going to get it. I was going to get the X18 until I got a notification through from Amazon saying that the C920 Pro went on sale for like $68.
Yeah,
£68.
It was
I was like, yes.
It was Prime. It was Prime Day the other day, wasn't it? Amazon Prime Day. So.
Oh, was it? So these are all the items that didn't sell on Prime.
No, they
No,
do.
no, it's a special sale they do.
They just
You've
do a
got Prime.
It's a 2-day sale that they do.
I mean, I literally got it today, like this morning. I don't know if there's still Prime Day.
Yeah, it's over a few days, Lloyd. I got my C920 off it for 20 quid 2 years ago.
Shut up. I'm returning
20 quid.
I'm returning mine. You're sticking with this fucking shit quality and the fucking shit frame rate. I'm getting it for 20 quid now. 19 quid now.
See what
Yeah,
whiskey does to
Kev's older than me.
Yeah, exactly. See what whiskey does? See what half a bottle in half an hour does?
You're chatty now.
Ladies and gents, age is just a number. It means fuck all.
It does. Good.
No, it means
Have a good
everything.
shift,
It means
Josh.
everything. Didn't believe him. See if you're under 30. Didn't believe him.
When
It's
you're
fucking
34,
shit.
you're always saying the same thing, Lloyd. Shut up.
I feel like I've had kids already now.
Anyway, shall we? Does anybody want to hang around afterwards for a bit?
Yeah,
I'll hang a bit.
Does anybody
Oh,
want?
you asked me to share the link now.
Yeah, can you share the link and then we'll call it a day. Right, guys, we're gonna put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to drop in, have a chat with us, feel free. You're all more than welcome. We can have
Yeah, I'm
up to-
getting good at this.
We can currently have another 20 people, so literally, doesn't matter if you're nervous or not. We're not live. We're not doing anything. Just you're literally talking to us. You don't even have to have your camera on.
Sorry, Vinny, mate. I was saying that exact same time as you.
Just come in and have a chat. We'll be around for a little bit. It'll be good.
And I will warn you, chances are Chris will be topless.
Yeah.
No,
Chris will be topless.
I've got to.
I Chris has got a dip.
Yeah, I've got a dip. I'll say in a minute.
Yeah.
Anyway, because of that, we'll call it a night. Please, guys, hit the link, come in, and yeah, we'll have a chat with you all then, and we'll see you in a bit.
And go vote in the Vapor Round Awards.
Do you know what?
What Vaporoni in the Vapor Round?
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
And Vaping Vinny.
Aye. Vote for your favourite shop and your favourite reviewer. Vaporoni and Vaping Vinny.
And Titan
There you
Plums.
go.
Actually, no, vote for Tartan Plums.
Oh,
Don't vote for me.
What are you talking about?
I've
My
already
first,
voted.
my first video was a very critical video of a new hot juice that came out.
I don't care. It should be you, Lloyd, not me.
Mate, you
Anyway.
you got that age in there.
I've
I've
got
got 3
people
subs to your like. Well, how many you on?
5,769.
Yeah, I'm on 3 subs to like his fucking 5k. So vote Vaping Vinny. Vaping Vinny, but make sure you vote Vaporoni for your favourite brick and mortar shop. And online shop. Fuck you, sick one.
Yeah, you see one can get fucked.
Right.
Don't know where Vinny's gone.
Let's call it a night. Everybody say bye.
Tara a bit.
Ta-da!
That's not what I said. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye!
Tara a bit.
Fucking hell, I thought we'd done that bit.
We'll see you later. Thank you all for tuning in. We love it. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, and hi, Colin the God.